Okay, what
And
does
you
that
said,
mean?
"Oh, that sounds fun. I think that would be a good idea."
And then I said nothing else, right? Because I was busy.
Yes.
I was like, Jake's probably thinking extensively about this. No,
Yeah.
past Nikki. Why would Jake,
Yeah.
who came up with the idea, do that?
I'm thinking very extensively.
Welcome, everyone, to the Attach and Pass podcast. I am Nikki. I am your co-host. I am here with Jake, who is always here all the time. He is constantly
Right.
watching us. And
I
we
definitely
have...
was here last episode too, 100%.
Definitely. Well, you were watching us like Big Brother.
I was
It was
the guy in
like
the chair.
the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
Is that a reference, or are you just like...
Everyone's got a guy in the chair. It's their tech guy, the guy that watches
the guy in the
everything.
chair, tech guy.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that kind of stuff. I'm sorry. So I didn't understand.
Anyone that's watched the newer Spider-Man movies will understand.
I don't watch superhero movies.
Well, that's your problem.
That it's not a problem. Trust me.
No, it isn't. I don't either.
It's they're boring. This isn't a movie podcast, though. I will, but if you want, I will yap about movies because I love movies. I have a letterbox and everything, and it's for just one-liners that mean nothing. Anyway, so we're here with Jake, and we're here with a new member of the team. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so hi, I am Malachi, otherwise known on the online scene as King Heracross. I have been playing competitively for about 3 years now. I have two top 256s, both in NAIC 2024 and 25, and then I have a top 32 run in Louisville. I kind of play a lot of decks, and I enjoy playing the game, and I am glad to be a new member of Team Boss for Game.
And I love that because he just told you guys what the new name of our team was, too. Amazing work already. Just promote him already. So yes, we have changed the team name. We were Team Ball Guy. If you are a baller, you recognize the name. And we're laughing at vintage baller.
It's been so long because technically for the last probably 7-8 months we've just been Team BG, and we said the BG doesn't stand for anything because we got away from the ball guy.
Yeah.
So the whole ball guy is real vintage. It's a year old.
Yeah, so I guess we've been in a transition period, right? It was Team Ball Guy, and it's funny because you guys told me when I joined about 8 months ago, maybe longer, 9 months? Has it been 9 months already? Oh, geez. Anyway.
It's been quite a while.
It has been a while. Unfortunate. So for them, not for me. But yeah, you said we're just going by Team BG now. So it has been almost a year of just Team BG, but it was Team Ball Guy, which had its own whole story. But obviously, the big mouse does not appreciate the name,
right.
If you can imagine. So we've been kind of trying to figure it out, but we put our brains together, rare moment to occur, and came up with Team Boss for Game. So we're keeping the acronym TBG, but we are Team Boss for Game now, which is pretty cool.
And this is now a retro logo.
That is a retro logo. The real logo has not appeared yet. It will be soon. I hope within the next week, maybe 2 weeks, we get the new logo. And we'll have cool team colors instead of
it's
the
literally
rainbow.
just this card. It's just that.
Whoa, that'd be crazy work because I just said Big Mouse don't like him. Is that the one I got you?
Yes.
Yay. Yeah, I mean, I bought these Japanese full art Team Ball Guys for the Team Ball Guy co-founders and gave them as gifts respectively. So, very beautiful.
He sits here on the desk.
He's
always watching me, which makes things a little awkward, but it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if probably not the best place to be sometimes, but anyway, so we're now Team Boss for Game. I don't know how that's going to end up spinning out, but probably Team Boss. But TBG is still live. That is still the acronym. I know the F is now in there, but the F is silent.
We're Team B fucking G.
B fucking G, and now we gotta bleep that out.
I know.
So, yes. So we have new member, new team name. Hopefully, more new members along the way too. We will be opening applications when we get the new logo and get a new Twitter up and running. Right now, the old Twitter's a little defunct. Trying to do a complete rebrand. So, if you're trying to find the team Twitter, it is gone. It has died. But like the phoenix, it will rise from the ashes and we'll have a better one. So exactly. So we thank you, Team BG official. You have done us well, but it is time to say goodbye. And soon, Team Boss for Game will rise from the ashes. So yes. So Jake, would you like to add anything else? Because I just yapped for like 7 straight minutes there about the name.
I mean, I think you covered everything. We're going through the whole rebrand, new member, new everything.
I'm excited.
Honestly,
we're
still all hot. We're still all awesome.
Yes, we are still the hottest team, and we can use the hashtag, like a boss if we want, which is like, such a throwback meme, but it's such a throwback. No one's using it anymore. So I think like we're good to use it as our team, but yeah,
maybe.
I'm excited. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I'm excited. We got a lot of exciting stuff going on. And if you didn't know yet, I am the manager, not to you guys, but obviously to the audience I'm talking to. But I am the new manager of the team.
You're the manager?
I know, that's scary.
Oh.
But but I'm so excited. Honestly, I'm really excited. The team seems to be in really high spirits, especially in the last 2 weeks. And I think that like everyone's just really excited for this next chapter in this team's story. And that of course includes Mal, which is so cool. Like, it's awesome that we got to add you. I gotta say, everyone was up my ass to add you when you expressed a modicum of interest in joining the team. And I was like, all right, okay, I guess we can expedite this one a little bit. So we are happy to have you on. It's very exciting, very cool. I hope whatever new members we also bring on in the future, like I just hope everyone is excited and is happy to be on the team then in the future. So yeah, so lots of new stuff. And we're heading into the 2026 season. We have been live on the 2026 season for 9 days now. So I want to ask, has anyone been to any CP events yet?
No, this weekend
I went to
I am going to a
challenge last weekend.
Nice.
Arcana, which was cool.
How'd you do?
I got second place because I learned that in round 3 that Joltikobox can brick 2 games in a row.
Oh no!
But not when it's against me, apparently.
Yeah, I faced Dragapult Dusknoir, and game 2 they went second. They Ichi-Pawed me. I had no Nest Ball turn 1, so I had no search really. And then game 3 had 2 Pokegears to my accessibility. Needed an Arven to play the game. Whiffed Arven in both Pokegears.
Oh my god,
that's disgusting.
That's terrible.
Oh,
so I
man.
proceeded to get curb stopped.
Well, I went to a challenge earlier tonight, as you guys are aware. I got third. It was the most cursed challenge I think I've ever been to thus far in my competitive career. It was 6 people in the room. I had Malachi, actually. You said, run my Goldango Pidgeot list, and I did do that. I brought that. I was, maybe the only normal person. We did have 2 Raging Bolt Ogre Ponds, but one was piloted by my friend who does not know how to use it. And then one was by a guy who actually knows what he's doing. And then there was a Raging Bolt with the Iono, Belly Bolt in it instead.
Oh, the Belly Bolt is back here.
Yo, Belly Bolt. Belly Bolt mention.
Honestly,
yeah.
broken deck. It's the BDIF for Worlds. Trust.
Trust. Yeah, it
Belly
is
Bolt.
definitely. And then we had a Poltergeist deck and a Mega
Oh
deck.
yeah, Poltergeist. Yes. And
I
Mega.
they got second.
This room really, really hated Grimmsnarl.
I don't know if that was even intentional. If I'm going to be honest, I was not even thinking about Grimmsnarl, but I literally had no idea what to pick because I was just like, I haven't been thinking about that hard. So I mean, Goldango's easy, and I did go 2-1, but so did one of the Raging Bolts and the Poltergeist. So the resistance was against me because I hit my friend who knew nothing and went 0-1 with Raging Bolt. So yeah, it was a fake challenge.
I mean, yeah, resistance gets really wonk, which I mean we just had Joe Figliano talk about that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, which that episode's very good actually.
It is.
So yeah, so that's the only CP event I've been to. So that's 10 points, I think. Actually, I have
I believe that would be 10.
shit
Yeah.
up. So let me check. I believe it's 10 points. Yep.
But yeah, there's 2 cups near me
Oh
this
wait,
weekend. Actually, there's
do
2
I?
cups and 2 challenges near me this weekend.
Wait, I don't
Wait.
even think I got points because I didn't. I don't think we made the kicker.
Yeah, so it's a kicker of 8. Otherwise, it's only top 2 gets points. I actually have
scuffed.
The buddy I traveled with to the challenge also got screwed by that. I think he got 3rd, and he got screwed by that as well because there was only 7 players at the challenge.
That's scuffed.
That's
I am
scuffed as hell.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining walking off a bridge. No, I'm just kidding. Over 10 points. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Over 10 points.
You could be in the top X
I'd be in
players
the
right
news.
now.
I'd be in the news.
You also would be in the news.
Local Pokemon player jumps off a bridge over 10 CP.
Everyone would be like, I knew Nikki was crazy. Like, oh boy. Okay, so yeah, now that I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, that's so cool. Was that the kicker last season?
I think so.
Oh man, I love it here. So shout out to Resistance for screwing me over. Shout out to Mouse Deck for bricking so hard in the first game that it sent me to the loser bracket.
Hey, it is not my fault that the deck decided
Can I describe this brick to you? It was so bad. I started.
Go right ahead.
Started Monkey.
Okay.
All right. Okay, good. The hand is 3 energy, 2 Night Stretcher, and a boss.
Okay.
Okay. Draw. Okay, it's a Buddy Poffin. Okay, gimme ghouls.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't get Pidgey?
No, because they were Raging Bolt and they went first and they were just there was a Baby Bolt hanging around and I was like, I'm scared. Okay. I'm scared.
Because I was going to say, you could have been able to go like Gibby go Pidgey, attach, next turn you retreat, attach a Pidgey, call for family, get Fezzidipity, and then you could probably start playing the game from there.
Maybe that was the way, but they had Baby Bolt. Like,
yeah, if they had Baby Bolt,
I was like, there's no way. I was like, I can't. I'm not screwing around like with that thing. Yeah. I was like, no. So yeah, and then I proceeded to draw energies. And then I drew superior energy retrieval. Right. I used a counter catcher for the Noctowl. They had, of course, an energy.
Oh yeah.
Retreat. And then I used boss. They, of course, have an energy.
Right.
And I used my Night Stretchers to bring back my Gimme Ghoul and Monkey, so I didn't lose based on no bench. Yeah, the Pidgey might have been the move, but also the Baby Bolt, I was like, no. I know what happens there. I die, and I'm nothing.
With 2 night searchers, I guess you could still went for it because like if they
Yeah.
snipe the Pidgey, then it's like okay, night searcher Pidgey, attach, retreat into Pidgey, call for family. Still the lots. It would still be really really bad, and you probably still lose the match. But like you
I
get to at
think I
least
would
maybe
have
play the
lost
game.
anyway. There was like
Mhm.
minor Aaron running a lot.
And the air running goes crazy.
It does. I was still just like not finding anything. Yeah, maybe the Pidgey was the correct route. So, but it is what it is. So, oh well. I really don't think like I think once the guy had a great start. Once like that
Yeah.
happened, I was like, I might be cooked here.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
like,
Rainbow
Yeah.
was just an unfavored matchup for Goldango. Like they just had way too much
yeah.
tempo with
Yeah.
risers.
Yeah, so but I beat the other Raging Bolt that my friend was piloting and I was half playing for her. So that was I was like
Nice.
she was like, I'm not going
Right.
back in the deck. And I just like moved the Ditto in the active a little bit. Like I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna feel bad if I just completely stomp you. You
Right.
know? So
I gotta stop you only a little bit.
Right.
I was like, it's free. And the guy playing the Pole Shy guys was like, that's not nice. And I was like, they don't know how to play the damn fucking deck. Of course it's free. Unless I actually brick and they somehow put it together to like draw the nuts and like kill whatever
Right.
is like going on. That's not happening. So, and I played the
Definitely.
Poltergeist and all he had was a Varoom out there. And I just got into Evolving Goldango, bopped it. And he was just like,
Nice.
I would win on the
Wait,
second game.
Revavru and
I would win on the
Poltergeist?
second game.
And I was like, sure, we'll play a second game since we have 20 minutes left. And I proceeded to stomp him. He was like, he had literally 2 prizes left, but the Goldango is resistant. And
Right.
yeah, and also he put out the Poltergeist, which has 30 HP, and I got Monkey out. And I was like,
I
la
love
la
doing
la
that.
la la la, and he was like, I didn't know Monkey was in the deck, and I was like, yeah, it's in the deck.
What do you mean?
Monkey's
What do you
been in
mean?
Golden
It's a
Ghost since
staple.
Atlanta.
Fake challenge. So that was my fake challenge. I got
That's
0 points at
crazy.
actually. So my life. Okay. So okay. Well, that being said, we did get an announcement like 3 weeks ago, which we should probably touch on a little bit, right?
Probably.
And that is that there's like, you know, there's probably like locations that were leaked potentially based on an image from the video, the Pokemon announcing the 2026 series. And also we got some updates like the top 135 instead of top 125.
Right.
A bit of point changes as well, so yeah, so I mean it looks like
I
we
mean, a lot
got
of the
some stuff.
changes were small, so it seems like they're generally happy with like the changes they had this previous year, like the whole top X system and everything.
Yeah.
The fact that they only changed it a little bit means I think they're generally happy and just want to tweak it a bit. But like it's not
Yeah.
like a big sweeping change like it was a year ago.
Yeah,
Right.
which really did screw with people, if I'm going to be honest. Hi. I also got a cat, by the way.
We forgot that update.
We forgot that update. I got a cat.
She just ran right past the
This is
camera.
what I've been dealing with. So, I was not expecting her to just zoom through. Peaches, come here. Hi, come here. Oh my gosh, she's literally stepping on the keyboard. You don't have to do that. So anyway, this is my cat. It's my cat Peaches. So
Notice that she
anyway.
gingerly stepped over the FCBC.
Yeah, but she like slammed onto the desk and also onto my keyboard. So yeah. FCBC is great sleeves, by the way. So she has good taste, right? Yeah, you're right. So she's so sweet. I love her, actually. She can do whatever she wants. So it's my first cat, by the way. But I don't want to talk too much about her because then I will just talk forever about her. So yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I'm so sorry to the viewers. This is how I've been living my life for the past. You are not eating my AirPods. That is incorrect. So
That is incorrect.
anyway, what the hell were we talking about? The championship.
Something about
stuff.
regionals. I don't know.
I don't know. Regionals are fake. So no. So we're keeping with the top X system. We're keeping
Right.
with that. Which I really truly like after the discussion we had with Dre, I really do think that this was because of the size of the convention center. So
Yeah, it seems to kind of track and make sense.
yeah.
So I think
So
he kind of hit the nail on the head there.
or I came up with it,
Did
actually.
you?
I think I mentioned it and then he confirmed it because
It
he
was
lives out there.
way too long ago for me to remember.
I'm so sorry.
It was longer than yesterday.
Oh my god. The memory loss goes crazy, Jake. You're getting old. The
Where am I?
yo, crazy work. So so it looks like they're keeping with top X system. It looks like they're keeping the best finish limit for the most part. So it seems like it's a lot of the same stuff. I believe the championship points for the cups and the challenges have stayed the same. It's really the regional stuff that has kind of updated a little bit.
Yeah, I think cups and challenges are the same. It's even the same best of like finish limit, I believe.
Yeah. So no. Sorry. This cat. She's been here less than a week, so she has no fucking clue the rules yet. So bear with me. Or don't look at me. That's fine, actually, because I can make whatever faces I want now. Actually, here, you want to play with the gavel? Wait, let me see if I can get her away. Come over here. Look, I have a gavel. She can have. So the and it looks like they also announced a lot of the locations as well. Let me find them. It's new, sure. All right. Okay. Lock in.
Lock in.
Peaches, lock in. So oh my god. Dude, this is a mess episode and it's literally the cat's fault. So it looks like trying to find the there we go. I found the list of the regionals. I'm so good at this. So it looks like they're stacking regionals on weekends, like different regionals on different weekends.
Yeah,
Right,
I think that's
which
just so. Yeah, I think that's so they can like have more room in terms of like venue because like there will be more regionals to kind of go to each weekend, so like people could pick and choose. It's not like everybody kind of huddling in one.
I think that's smart, honestly. I also think it's harder to farm events if you have to choose between one or the other. I
Right.
think it gives people a lot more chances, you know?
Yeah.
We also have so it looks like Frankfurt and Monterrey, same weekend, September 13th. Actually, those are gonna be our first like regionals of the season. So that's actually gonna be some pretty good information for Pittsburgh. We got Milwaukee and also Belo Horizonte in Brazil. Those two are going to be on the same weekend in October. What else overlaps? We got Las Vegas and Buenos Aires. Those are overlapping. We got
I didn't even notice those were overlapping.
Oh, I am on it. We've got 3 overlapping in January. We have Merida, we have Birmingham, and Auckland, all on the same weekend. It looks like they're only broadcasting Birmingham, which is a decision that they made.
Mhm.
Which is a decision they made.
And then the rest, it's too far out to really tell. So it looks like we got 3 from North America. It's Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, and Las Vegas. Which all of those are. I'm not against any of those. I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I mean, Pittsburgh's like an hour and 10 minutes away from me, so I'm perfectly fine
like
with Pittsburgh.
4 hours from me. I mean, we are an East Coast generally team. I guess we're branching out now, but you know,
Yeah, we kind of like skipped over a bunch of states in our
went
branch.
to the South. We were like, yo, we love New Orleans so much. Let's get a guy from Louisiana. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That means we're staying at Mal's place next year, right?
Hey, I live 4 hours away from New Orleans.
Oh,
That's not
that's
bad.
crazy. No, actually, I mean,
No,
to
it's
you,
not
that's
bad.
not bad, but I mean, I don't want to drive 4 hours.
Oh, no. That's
We day 2? Scary.
yeah, yesterday when we drive 4 hours back and then in the morning drive 4 hours again.
Gotta wake up at like 3 in the morning just to get to the
Yeah.
regionals on time.
It's honestly, so last in Pittsburgh 2023, I stayed with people that live in Greensburg, and we literally drove in both days. Like we just
Wow.
didn't even get a hotel. I think we were up at like 5 a.m. maybe
Yeah.
4:30.
That does not sound enticing to me. I
slept
mean,
on the recliner.
Baltimore's an hour and a half from me, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna get a good night's sleep and go. So that's what
Did
I
you get
did.
a good night's sleep?
I think
Alright.
so. I
Hold
don't
on,
remember.
my headset was dead. I missed the last 20 seconds.
It was nothing exciting. I said that Baltimore was an hour and a half from me.
Oh,
So
nice.
like, but I did not drive there. I drove there, but I slept over there. Them. And it's because
Right.
I wanted to party with people and stuff, you know,
Right.
and get a good night's sleep and everything, which that's debatable, but I
Right.
can't really remember. It's been like almost a year. So I guess it wasn't that bad. Or
I don't
else I
think
would
I've
be telling
gone
a
through a
story.
regional on a good night's sleep.
I take melatonin, honestly. You pop
I
a
just
melly?
I put myself in really inconvenient situations in the name of saving money.
Yeah.
In Indianapolis, I slept on the floor under a table.
Why?
That was the only room or space in the hotel room. We had way too many people in a hotel room.
Holy
And I was like, I'll just sleep on the floor. Like no mattress, just on the floor.
I would have just
That's
gotten my own place.
crazy.
I would have gotten my own like hotel room.
So also at Indianapolis, I went 131 drop. Those might be connected. I'm not sure.
They
Hey,
could
yeah,
be.
I don't think raw dogging the floor is like the way.
Yeah. So
I had an Airbnb with one of my best friends, and it had separate rooms, and
Mhm.
we went to Walmart and we bought like these like we just bought a whole breakfast spread for ourselves, and
Mhm.
I went like 5'4" or something. So like I
That's not
was,
bad.
yeah. I mean, it was with Arctina. I was just like, or was that Charizard? Oh my god, I can't
gross.
remember.
Arctina. Ugh. Don't remind
Was
me
it
about that deck.
Artina's so good. Don't even.
I hate Arctina.
I love Artina. Was that one, or was it the?
Mm-mm.
Was it? Or am I talking about Orlando? Oh yeah, no, I did take Zard to Indy. I'm sorry, I misspoke. And I went 315. I got robbed. I was so close to doing the 5-4 or 504 into day 2, and then my round 8 would not abide by gentlemen's, and I was like, okay, so. Yeah, so I went at that point I was 305, and I did not care round 9, and I threw the entire game, and I was like, ugh, whatever. So yeah, but I had a good night's sleep, I remember, for that one. So I think
It's
it might
usually
be
pretty
connected.
important.
Might be connected. So
Although I do remember there was a
Milwaukee.
regional, I believe that Cal Connor won. it's somewhere in Twitter, but like he had like minimal sleep, like he had like a whole bunch of like travel issues, and like showed up to the venue like just on no sleep, and then just won the regional.
Well, that's what happens when you're goated. Most of us are not.
That's the pro player difference.
Yeah, pro players could just be on zero
Right.
sleep and then win a regional, and that's how you know
Right.
you've actually made it. Can you do that?
True.
Yeah. Did Makani Tran do something like that too? He had like very minimal sleep for one
Maybe.
regional, and he just like wrecked day one, and then like I think he got into cut for day two. Like it was something like I'm pretty sure he did something like that
I
too.
mean, I believe it. That some of these players are just absolutely cracked.
Yeah.
Just so good. You could have no sleep and just still be a god at the fucking game. That's
Mhm.
crazy work. Yeah. Milwaukee, I will not be able to drive there either. And then drive back and then drive back for.
Unfortunately, not.
I don't think that's smart. I've never
Probably
been
not.
to Wisconsin either, so
Right.
I've never been to Las Vegas either.
I've been to Wisconsin. That's the cheese state, right?
Yeah.
I've been to Wisconsin.
Oh, I like how you're like the cheese state.
Well, because I remember all right, so when I was a fat little church kid, right?
A
We
fat little church kid.
Yes, we went on a mission trip or something like that. I don't know. We were in Wisconsin for something. All right, it was some sort of like church event, and I bought a wheel of cheese and ate the whole thing.
What? You didn't get gout? How big was the cheese?
It wasn't that big. It was like, hold on. It was like that big, maybe.
Girl,
How
I
thick?
mean me.
How thick?
A normal cheese wheel thickness. I don't know.
No, it wasn't.
Girl, I need a whole cheese wheel.
I told you I was a fat little church kid.
God told me to eat a whole cheese wheel. Okay, honey. He's hearing God. I'm so happy.
Honey, I'm going to the store to gouge a whole wheel of cheese.
What is with the British accent?
When you're in Wisconsin, you just change accents.
You have a British accent, not the Midwestern accent. It's the Brit accent. Like
they have to know that you're a foreigner to their land.
The fucking cheese turned you British. Holy shit! You're religious and British. What a we're back. Like I can't think of a worse combination.
Listen, don't take fat little church kids to Wisconsin.
They just want the cheese wheel. I would love to know why you were in Wisconsin. Like, were your parents there?
So my dad was, because my dad's a pastor. It was some sort of like event. We were like meeting up with like a bunch of different like churches and stuff. Like I made friends there, like, and we like all hung out.
You didn't share the cheese wheel with them, like
they could get their own cheese wheel.
Everyone was eating cheese wheels.
If they wanted them, I don't know.
What are y'all, rats? Y'all just like huddling around just eating wheels and cheese. Like just go to just walk into a cathedral, just like, this is a perfect place to congregate and eat some wheels.
Oh, I mean, I was raised Catholic, and wine is very prevalent in the church there.
Right.
So cheese would be great.
See how we turned out though? You drank wine and you're crazy. Ate cheese and I'm fat. So
that's the spectrum, fat or crazy. You want to know a really bad story, actually, since we're on this topic? My grandmother passed away in 2018, right?
God.
which is a great way to start any
I
story.
was just gonna say after we all cracked up, that's how you start the story.
But it's a
You're
great
like,
way.
you know what's funny? My grandmother
No,
died.
there's more to the story.
Okay.
This is my family from Florida, which they're all very Italian, but very Italian American. So it's definitely where I've gotten a lot of my traits from. So hello Peaches, you want to hear the story too. So basically what happens is she dies, so we go down to Florida, and I'm with my mom and my dad, and I'm with my cousin, who she looks exactly like me and my mom, right? Which is pretty relevant because it's just like it makes this a little more funny. I cannot like my Peaches, my expressions are part of the story here. Okay, so what happens is my expressions are always part of the story. She is like, it is my time instead, actually. So what happens is we are proceeding to the venue where the funeral is going to be, but we're starving. And my cousin, who is like 10 years older than me, I'm 31, so she's in her 40s, and my mom's in her like 50s ish at this point, and she's just like, Donna, who's my mom's name, can we stop at McDonald's? And she's like, what? And she's like, I'm hungry. She's like, can't stop at McDonald's to go to the funeral. She's like, I'm hungry. Let's get some fries. I was like, I could go for some fries. And she's like, we can't get fries at McDonald's. And my mom's like, she then calls my aunt, who is her sister, and she's like, Pat, we want to get fries. And she's like, you can't get fries. We're going to the funeral. And we're like, okay. So we get to the funeral. Hi, Peaches. So we get to the funeral, and it's a Catholic funeral. So the wine comes out, and you get the communion, which is the Eucharist, except they don't make a stand for it. They're actually just passing it around. And my cousin turns to me, and my mom is like, oh, thank God there's snacks here.
Oh my
I didn't know they were catering. That's why no one wanted me to have food. Fucking catering.
Hey, we got the snacks here. Let's go. And it's, of course, those little tiny.
Bring out the hors d'oeuvres.
Those things are negative calories.
Yeah, I think you look at those and you're just like, I'm not McLovin' this.
So, yeah, that's why the story has to start with my grandma died in 2018.
Right.
Yeah, and then we all went to get pizza after at this restaurant, and my cousin was still trying to get us to go to McDonald's. I was like, dude, we can't get a snack at McDonald's before we're supposed to go to this place. We're not going to eat the pizza. And she's like, I really want the fries right now. Oh my God, we did get a small fry at McDonald's then.
Yeah.
Anyway, so church stories aside, and fat little church kids, and not so fat church going adults to a funeral.
All of that stemmed from there's a regional in Milwaukee this year.
Dude, we are on it. We are riffing so hard, and I'm so proud of us. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Malachi, I am sorry, but the podcast literally is not super serious. So
hey, do you hear me complaining? I'm loving it here.
Listen, I think
I
I've apologized.
About cheese wheels.
The cheese wheel. I just were you eating it like that, or were you like being at least a normal person slicing it? Like, I have questions.
Okay.
No,
demonstrate your methods.
You
with
know
the cheese.
me. Do you need me to answer that? You know the fucking answer.
I don't. Show us how you eat the damn cheese, Jake.
Yeah.
I was just unwrapping it a bit by bit, and just chunking out of it.
So you're saying. Got it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You were eating that shit like an apple. Holy.
It was delicious. Crazy. You go to the state that's known for their cheese, you want to try the cheese. I don't see what's weird about that.
That's funny.
Honestly, you should have invited Azul.
What? What's that mean? A Rat Pack? Is that what
Yeah.
we're going? Oh my
Rat
god.
Pack.
The Rat Pack. The
You would have
Rat-
enjoyed the time with the bunch of rats eating cheese wheels.
Not the rats eating the cheese.
Listen.
He was in Indianapolis at one point. He did live there at one point, didn't he?
Or tanks?
Oh.
I don't
You
know.
could have crossed paths. He could have
You
crossed
just-
paths with fat little church boy Jake.
Fat little church boy with his yummy cheese.
Hell
Eating
yes.
it like an apple.
I was just chunking out of him. Yeah. Listen.
Oh
When
boy.
when you travel, you try the things in that area, right? You go to the cheese store, you
Correct.
try cheese. Just
That's
like when
not
we all go to
trying.
Vegas, I'm gonna try gambling.
That's
Okay.
not
Lot.
trying.
That's trying.
Trying is like, I'm gonna try a piece of the cheese wheel.
And I tried it.
Yeah, a lot of you tried it so hard
Okay.
it didn't make it
It
out of
was good.
Wisconsin.
Okay, I think this is a very important question. What flavor of cheese was it?
Oh yeah, actually.
I
You can't remember.
probably don't remember that. It was probably some sort of cheddar. I like cheddar.
Cheddar's good. Cheddar's good. I
Cheddar's
like a
good.
nice sharp cheese. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it was probably some sort of sharp cheddar.
Whew. Oh my god. And we will be trying gambling in Las Vegas, though I don't need to
Right.
try it. I know I like gambling, so
Yeah, I know I like it too.
I love the slots.
And
It is
I've already
dangerous.
been to Vegas gambling, so I guess I'm trying it a second time.
I've never been to Vegas. I'm so excited to go. So
It's some good stuff.
yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. The whole team's gonna have a good time. So
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we're not going to really have a lot of time considering we'll be like in day 2.
I know it's always like that, isn't it?
We should wash out so we have time to do other things.
Dude, honestly, I might just start doing this thing, and this was someone else's idea that I'm stealing. Like, but in New Orleans, some people just went to the casino and just partied there instead because they keep giving them free drinks there.
Right.
And I'm
They
like,
want you to gamble.
yeah, I'm like, what are we doing? We should be going to the casinos and partying there and drinking, and then leave.
Right.
And then we can go finish the night at a bar, you know?
Right.
No, I think if I did that at New Orleans, I don't know if I would have made it to the hotel room. I probably would have passed out on the sidewalk. So,
Right. Although poor
And New
Malachi here
Orleans
will
is
just
probably
be
the
drinking
last
some
place you
Pepsi.
want to get passed out on a sidewalk.
you didn't hear that.
I know. I said poor Malachi here will just be drinking Pepsi.
Yeah,
You just
Nah.
have the Pepsi.
yeah.
You don't want to drink. Don't drink. It's bad for you.
Oh, I
It
never
is.
planned to.
You never planned to? Wait a minute.
I basically swore off a drink. I mean, like,
Honestly,
I said I might do
Ace.
like one shot, maybe, like in the very far future, but like I kind of swore off of drinking.
Damn,
Ace.
good for you, actually. You know what? I respect that. I respect someone who's they know who they are and they know what they want and they know what their boundaries are. I like that. So
Yeah.
So yeah, Vegas, if you see me drunk on the sidewalk, maybe help me. Okay. I was telling my audience, not you. This is why I'm telling the audience.
Oh,
Because they need to help me, because apparently you won't. So you're
I'm
gonna
busy.
What was what?
Jake's gonna be Jake's gonna be busy on the side.
Cheese by the handfuls at the slot machine.
He's gotta find the closest he's gotta find the closest church so he can go hide in the corner and eat the cheese.
So-
No, he's just gonna walk.
Am I wrong? Jake.
Like he's gonna walk
Oh.
he's gonna walk into a Catholic church while math is going,
Right,
and
right.
like he's just gonna be in the cry room, just like in the corner.
cry
And when
room.
the cry room, and then when everybody's standing, they just look in the corner. It's just Jake huddled up eating a wheel of cheese.
Why is Jake in the Catholic church? He's not even Catholic. This bitch is infiltrating. Just eat some cheese. He's like, I wanted some wine to pair with this.
Okay.
Oh my god. Holy oh shit.
So,
Okay.
Pokemon.
Pokemon is great. This is a great
Yeah.
episode. Everyone's like, this sucks.
No, so I mean, obviously
I
we're
love the
in the off
Pokemon
season
trading
right
card game.
now. So
yeah.
it's fun to talk about like
Other
the
things.
different experiences you can have when you travel to events, because like right now we're not traveling to events, so we're just kind of like reminiscing on the past events that we've gone to and looking forward to the future ones.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's all related. The cheese
Yes, it
is
is.
related. When you
In
go
the
to
funeral story?
Milwaukee, everyone going to Milwaukee, get some cheese. Pretty
You
good.
gotta get your cheese on, you know?
If I go to Milwaukee,
if-
I need to be like eating the wheel of cheese while I'm
If
playing,
you
and someone needs to take a
venue
photo.
at 7 in the morning, just gnawing into a bar of cheddar, what are you doing?
honestly,
Living.
living your
Yeah.
best life. Like, what is
Yeah.
like, let's go, actually.
Nah, you aren't living until you've woken up at 7 in the morning, gone to the venue, just took a big bite of some cheese.
A big
Yeah.
To
bite
start
of
the morning.
cheese. I should do that. I'll get gout though. And then like everyone's gonna be like, I can't believe Nikki killed themselves with cheese. And it's like, yeah, that's a pretty crazy move, honestly. Like, why did I do that?
Worth.
I am looking at the pillars of light off of the map right now. So it seems like in line with Las Vegas, Milwaukee, and Pittsburgh on this map. So people were speculating the other places that this could be.
Right.
So Toronto, of course, was something that I think we've had Toronto a lot. I don't think that one's off.
No.
San Antonio, which is fine with me. I love San Antonio. It's so fun there. LA, also pretty good. Then there's like ones that were kind of some or another.
Yeah.
Like
Some
a lot of
others I
people's-
heard speculation about was Vancouver, Orlando, and Indianapolis, I thought.
Mhm. So yeah, but the thing with it's their locations that people were like, because Orlando seems the light seems to be closer to Daytona Beach. So
Yeah.
it might be Daytona Beach, which would be kind of cool, honestly. I would
That would
really
be
like
cool.
I would really like that. I would be there in a heartbeat.
Is this just the year of vacation spots?
I am not complaining, honestly.
Daytona Beach, Vegas.
And
I
I'll be
guess Pittsburgh
tan
doesn't
and
fit that
broke.
theme.
I'll be tan and broke and not full of cheese.
Missing out.
Well, so
No,
yeah,
you're gonna
Vancouver.
cash out,
Oh my god, I hope so. And then I'll be rich and tan.
and then you'll be able to spend
Yeah.
all that money
On
on
cheese.
cheese.
On
the
the
cheese.
cheese.
I'll get Jake a cheese wheel. I'll get him a nice cheese
Yes.
We just gotta get him one of those comically large wheels of cheese, just
No.
to like have as a
I'm basically a
decoration.
walking Skyrim character. I just have a bunch of wheels of cheese.
Just be like one of those characters that like just stuffs a big ass item in their bag. You just
Yeah.
watch you stuff a wheel of cheese in your
Just
backpack.
pull out the wheel of cheese.
It's just like, dude, everyone would honestly, you'd be great at parties. They would be like, this guy brought the wheel of cheese. This guy
Oh,
loves
yeah.
to party, you know? Actually, you should bring the big wheel of cheese to my house party, my next house party.
I mean, I'll try.
Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, so Indianapolis, some people were saying it looks closer to Cincinnati. Honestly, I would be happy with that just because I don't want to drive to Indianapolis again. That 9-hour drive was horrible. And not because
For me, it was only 6. It wasn't too bad.
Okay. I'm not okay. Now, maybe you've heard of this, Jake. I don't know. You probably have, and I'm not being
Maybe.
condescending, but I'm gonna I'm starting a new topic here slightly. So, we're from Pennsylvania, you and I, right? PA.
Yeah.
We're from opposite ends of PA, right?
Right.
All right. Have you heard like the inclination on your end that like on the other side of the Appalachian Mountains, that part of PA is part of the Midwest.
Wait, what? You lost me.
Okay. Appalachian Mountains. Appalachian Mountains.
Yes,
They
yes.
divide the
Yeah.
state. There's my side and then there's your
Right.
side, right? On your
Yeah.
side, people like there is some people who say that side of the state, your side, is part of the Midwest.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. So I am not used to that. I have mountains and then it turns into cities and civilization and beach and stuff. Like that is I'm used to that. I'm not used to driving and there is nothing around me.
Oh, that's the life though.
No.
Yeah.
I was in Ohio driving and I was like, this is why people do drugs here.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder what Ohio's rating on the national scale is of opioid use.
So actually I believe that the county that I live in is like the highest drugs per capita.
Holy shit. That's scary. That's how little there is to do. You're so bored that you're like, yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do. I literally was like, I would be addicted to scratch offs if I was out here. I would just go to the gas station and buy scratch offs. That's what I would do.
Yeah, right here. My county had a high number of overdoses.
It's okay. My city was named the poorest city in the country in 2011, and literally no one can let that go. It is brought up a lot. Everyone's like, well, this is the poorest city in 2011. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, it's 2025 now, though.
Right,
We've moved past that a little, I hope.
Maybe.
No. So, and then Vancouver, people saying it might be Portland or Seattle instead. So,
okay,
I respect it. So, and then of course we're probably going to get the Puerto Rico SBE again, which I would love because I loved it last time. And then NAIC, of course, which is in New Orleans.
Yep.
So, looks like a good spread. Love the giant, just like gaping hole in the like West. You know, like the Rockies get nothing.
Yeah,
They're like, we don't care about you guys. No one wants to be there, I guess. Though I would love a Colorado regional, honestly. You know, though I've never skied, so maybe it's not good for me to be out there. I might die. The mountain might eat me.
I think you'd be fine.
Maybe. Supposedly. So Montana. A Montana regional would be scary.
I want somewhere random. Give me a South Dakota.
You want South Dakota?
Why not?
What's there to do?
Of all places
Nothing.
you could choose.
I'm saying give me something
Nebraska.
random. Some lame place.
Give me like, I'll take like a Kansas City. Like Kansas City, I'll try that. Just don't make it during like when tornadoes are a thing, because I'm afraid of the tornado. They scare me. So I actually, you know what scares me? I think deep down is tsunamis. I have dreams about like tsunamis all the time. Like, I don't know why.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Is it like a phobia?
I love the ocean. I love swimming.
Right.
I don't know, just tsunamis. It's probably like some latent fear that only taps into my psyche then. And tornadoes do appear sometimes in my dreams, so maybe I'm afraid of tornadoes. I don't know. But the tornado fear is more like outward, I think. But then I learned that like people in the Midwest just stand out there and look at them. Like they're like, it's like watching like, I don't know. It's just, they just watch it. And I'm like, that's your TV, I guess. So
that's when you live in, but nowhere. You learn to just really appreciate looking at nothing.
I don't like that. See, this is why I don't want Indianapolis. Put it in Cincinnati, please. I can't do the 9-hour drive again. There's not even a bridge for me there. So, all right.
But
So, go ahead.
I was just gonna say before we even get to next season, we still do have Worlds before that.
Worlds isn't real, but I guess we'll discuss Worlds a little bit since you
Worlds
asked.
isn't real.
Not real, but since you
Worlds
brought
isn't-
it up, we'll
Hey,
join
we
your
didn't qualify,
we'll join
so-
the mass hallucination that everyone is
Right,
having.
right.
You know? So, all right. So yes, actually, yes, Jake, I know we brought this up prior to this. So we're going to be doing actually the team boss for game World Series, which the next couple weeks we're gonna do some predictions with different members from Team BG, and we're gonna do what deck do we think is gonna win, who is going to win with that deck, and then we're gonna have the members who are on and showcasing, tell us a little bit about a deck that they've been playing a lot that they think is a really good pick for Worlds. So.
Right.
So, all right.
It's the great big Worlds discussion.
Whoa. And we've talked more about other things instead.
Right. Well, we have to.
We got a part.
Right? Jeez.
We're good at this. So
We are.
We're so good at this. All right. So, all right. What deck's winning Worlds? Let's start with that.
I want to hear Malachi's thoughts on that.
You what?
Yes.
Have you not formed an opinion yet, Jacob?
I have an opinion.
Okay.
I just wanted to hear Malachi's thoughts.
Okay, yeah, he can give his thoughts. Go ahead.
Okay, so kind of after looking at some of the decks relatively, just from the Japan Championships,
Sure.
I think it's just going to be another and I know this deck has a target on its back heavily, but I do think that Gardevoir has a really strong position in the meta. And I think that it still has a favorable matchup into just about everything. And with a Jellicent coming out, I think that allows you to kind of have a little bit more flexibility in how it can build itself. Depending on what we see in the meta game, just in these next few weeks, because the set's gonna drop on live soon, so we'll be able to see kind of people experiment theorycraft with actual testing in mind, and so Gardevoir has a lot of flexibility to kind of adjust accordingly. And so I could see Gardevoir with Jellicent winning, but I do think that if there's any Gardevoir variant that has the highest percentage, I do still feel like Gardevoir, how it's currently built, is kind of probably going to be the best, solely because I feel like, and I'm saying with Drifloon and just that regular package, because
Yeah.
I think that the Jellicent variant is good, but I do think it kind of hinders its Grimmsnarl matchup a lot more compared to the regular Guardy variant. But I think the Jellicent matchup makes up in a lot of its other matchups, but I do think Grimmsnarl is still a very good deck, and so I think that you really don't want to take that as a bad matchup, and you want to have some agency into the matchup, and I just think that the regular Drifloon build will have that agency to maybe do so. Now, I could see variants being going a very thin Jellicent line to lean into that if they wanted to, and then having Drifloon and stuff still. But
Right.
I think it's very likely to kind of be one or the other. And if I were to take bets on which one would possibly win Worlds, I would feel more confident on just straight Gardevoir, no Jellicent.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, do you think Guardy's going to win?
I do. I think that it has the highest win percentage. Out of all the decks to potentially win the event. Just because of how much flexibility it has to kind of just be prepared for this event. And I think that there are a lot of good players that play the deck. And so I think between just the deck overall having really good pilots that are going to pick the deck, and just also being realistically just a jack of all trades, I just think that the deck has the highest chance of winning the event compared to every single deck that currently is going to be in the black and white format.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think those are all really good thoughts on it, honestly.
Now, who do you think's, if you had to pick one person, who's piloting this Gardevoir to victory?
So I mean, I would say Chow or Bradner probably. I don't really know many others who might like immediately flock to the deck. But if I were to take a guess as to like who I think has the highest chance of winning the event with Gardevoir, I would probably say Chow. I think Henry like has a lot. I think Henry has so much experience with the deck, and I think that like with how much open room the deck is going to have in this next format, being able to build into multiple different outlets compared to kind of where, because like Gardevoir can be built like a numerous amount of ways right now, but like this upcoming format allows it to have a whole new catalog to work with. And I think Henry's going to be able to kind of crack down on that pretty easy fluently. And I do think that like he will likely figure out something that will allow himself to get have the highest chance to win the entire event. So I'm gonna put my bets that Henry Chow has a really solid chance at winning Worlds this year.
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense. He's won, 3 regionals in the
Yeah, with
season?
Gardevoir.
Yeah. He is just so goated at
Absolutely.
the game. Like, I would not be surprised if he didn't win Worlds. Maybe it's safer to say who's his finalist going to be. Like, you know. But yeah, I agree with a lot of those thoughts. I do think Gardevoir is just so well positioned, and that's why Azul GG is going to win with Miraidon. So
Azul GG with Miraidon.
Yes, we got the eel.
That's almost as spicy as my pick.
We got the eel, man. The eel with the Dynamotor is back.
That's true. That is true. We do
the
have the
eel.
It is spicy. I gotta say, I was watching Tricky Jim do some work with the new decks and everything, and the Miraidon, I was a little enticed. I gotta say, I was like, "Whoo! It's looking good." Like, if you want a good turbo spicy pick, like,
right.
And I think you can't beat Henry Chow in the mirror. I just don't think you can. So if you can't beat him in the mirror, beat him instead in the speed, velocity, and Miraidon has a good matchup against Guardy. And has already won a major with Miraidon.
You think he'll run
Does
it back?
seem good.
He might.
All you have to do is just have a gambling addiction and some good luck on generators.
Yeah.
And that's why they put us in Vegas for the next season. What do you think, Jake? Go ahead.
So we all know I always pick the spicy shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Jelly Guardy, at least the current builds, most of them don't run Shaman. And I think that gives room for like Zoroark to come back in.
Ooh.
Because like Bolt's gonna disappear, or it should. Anyone playing Bolt's throwing. So Zoroark has a good Grim matchup. It has a good Pult matchup. It has a good Guardy matchup.
Like just straight up Zoroark.
Yeah. Yeah, just straight up Zoroark with the Darmanitans and shit.
But how's its Miraidon matchup?
It's Miraidon's fake, so whatever.
It's not fake, and Azul's gonna win with it. So
I mean, sure. But if I had to pick a random player that I think would be crazy enough to play something like Zoroark, I'm just gonna go with, because weird decks win Worlds all the time.
That's true.
But I'm going with
you have Thorns.
Someone that we know is a good player, but has kind of just like been in the background all season. Alex Szymanski.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Spicy with the pick.
I can see that. I can see that.
Right? It's totally a deck he would play.
I love watching Alex play. I'm gonna
absolutely.
I love watching him play. I would be so thrilled if he was in like top cut of Worlds with something like that.
So I played against him in Pit of 23, and that was like one of the most fun games I've ever played. Like
Oh
we were
my
both
god.
just having a great time and just like laughing and just playing the game.
Mm.
Wow. That would be so cool, actually. You just like excited me for something that's not gonna happen.
I
Like,
mean, we don't know. We
I
don't
just
know.
got so excited at the timeline of Alex Szymanski winning Worlds with a Zoroark deck. That
Right.
is crazy. That would be awesome. I
That
That
would
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 be
be
a
lose
heck
awesome.
it.
crazy pick.
That's a good pick, but unfortunately he's gonna lose to Azul playing Miraidon,
Uh-huh.
so now I'm
Uh-huh.
sad. So
Nah. See, Azul is probably second place.
nah. We'll just have to see. Maybe that
Mhm.
we might have to money match each other, Jake. When the set comes out, these cards come out.
I'm
Miraidon
down.
versus Zoroark. See what
I
happens.
feel like it'd be pretty decent for Zoroark. I don't know.
Eh,
What are you doing against 280?
Crying. What are you doing?
And if you smack it, then like my Reshiram attack does so much damage. Like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kill the little babies with the iron hands. So don't worry about it.
Darmanitan's 140 HP.
I'm not worried about Darmanitan. If you got nothing to hit with,
Hear me out.
like
Future booster capsule. One shot Star Manitan.
Tool
he's on
Scrapper.
he's helping me. So
We get
uh,
Tool Scrapper.
Scrapper, I hardly know her. So- All
No,
right. So now, Mal, you were talking a bit with us earlier before we started recording that, you did have some hopes for Grimmsnarl. Is that correct?
I do.
So
Yes.
you want to tell us a little bit of those thoughts?
Sure. So I do think that, like, just kind of looking at everything, the meta doesn't. I mean, it. The only thing that really shifts, I feel like, is like deck building rather than deck archetypes. I don't think we get a lot new stuff. Like we get Miraidon as a resurgence, maybe. I don't think it's gonna be a high percentage, but I do think that it will be an existing deck. But that's like the only new deck that we get. But I do think that if Gardevoir is gonna kind of move to Jellicent and Raging Bolt starts to kind of like diminish in like viability, because I do think that the deck kind of like does not look good next format. I do not think the deck looks that great. Grimmsnarl has a really good matchup into just about everything else. Like it, and like with again with Gardevoir going to Jellicent, they don't really have any pressure on you, and you have a better prize race against them than you did originally. And with them, and with their only good attack like against Grinsnarl being Mind Bend, unless they're just wanting to play the game really slowly with Jellicent. They're never really item locking you reliably. And if they are, you're just getting 2 free prizes and you're getting some like bench damage going on. And then I think like other decks like Goldango seems really strong as well. I think that's another strong deck with like the new Genesect. But I do think that the deck becomes a lot more vulnerable to double Frostlass. And so it's a
100%.
lot easier to like wipe them, like just board wipe them completely and like set up damage for the Genesects later on. So those become free prize cards. And plus Grimmsnarl like kind of is able to like set those up to be able to go boss KO the Genesects and then like start devoting later. So I think that that matchup becomes slightly better. Dragapult still seems really good, and I in that matchup was already very favored for Grimmsnarl, and so
Right.
like that matchup doesn't really change that much. Charizard looks decent, and like I mean, unless you're like playing a bunch of like ways to heal damage and like slow down the damage amp from Frostlass, then like that's another good matchup. Like it just like the only bad matchup that I would say that might still be good in the meta is Joltik Box. And But that's if they continue to play the techs like Iron Leaves and such.
Right.
But I do think that like outside of that matchup, a lot of like the if your matchups for Grimstall kind of take it down low in this upcoming shift, and I do think that a lot of the matches that Grimstars were more favored into start getting better, and I think Grimstar just kind of has a good time about that, and I do think that it is very well positioned into like the world's format, just in theory.
Right.
Gotcha.
Especially with Guardy running the Jellison. I mean, if you need to beat that Henry Chow Guardy.
Mm-hmm. I do think Grimsnarl does do well, but I also do think that Henry might lean more into like the straight Gardevoir build with like Drifloon and stuff. Like he might play Jellison, but I feel like that like I personally just think that like the straight Gardevoir variant just seems to have more agency
I
to
mean,
the meta we're shifting in.
so yeah,
And so I
Henry's always been kind of like an innovator, right? It's not
Mhm.
like he's net decking the Japan Guardy list
Right.
and taking that. He's gonna have
Yeah.
something.
hmm And like if my speculation of straight Gardevoir being like the better play out of the two variants that you can play at Gardevoir, then I do feel like Henry Chow is going to lean into innovating off of that side of the Gardevoir kind of deck building philosophy.
Well, there's more skill expression in the
Right.
straight Gardevoir, and I think if you're Henry Chow and you've won 3 regionals, I think you have a lot of faith in your own skill to be
For
able to just
sure.
skill diff people. So you
hmm
might not even find it necessary to run the Jellicent.
hmm
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it. So where would you rank Grimmsnarl on, like, if you had to rank it, of like, would it be your like first pick, second pick, third if you were going to Worlds? What would you
So like if
where
I
would
was
you put
going to
it?
Worlds, where would I rank it in terms of like what decks I would choose?
Yeah.
I think it would be my first deck choice.
Okay.
I don't think it would be the best deck choice. I do still believe that Gardevoir is likely going to be the best positioned deck in the entire event, but I do think that Grimsnarl is like around the second maybe most well positioned deck that you could play.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I was going to Worlds, I feel like I would be testing a lot of Grimmsnarl, trying to kind of figure out like the lines for the God over Jellison matchup just to make sure that that's still like fine. And make sure I can like consistently Evo through item lock. I would make sure that like all of those matchups are good.
Mm-hmm.
And just like kind of like keep an eye out for like the if your matchup, see if I have to tech for like have one card text for those. But I generally just do think that Grimmsnarl would be my number one pick just because it is very well positioned, I do believe.
Nice.
I think that makes sense to me. I mean, yeah, everything you said, it's just it's a good deck. It's a good
Yeah.
deck.
I mean, that's what I've been playing too, and like I would agree. Like if I was going, it would be my first consideration.
I don't think it would be mine, but I've played it, and I like it. I just like other decks a little bit better, I think.
I really love the
We know
damage
you play
building up.
Miraidon.
No, I haven't played the Mirai. I haven't
You're
played
so
Miraidon in a
high on
while.
Miraidon.
You're so mad. I cannot wait. I'm gonna best of 7 you. I'm gonna kick your ass, and
You are not winning that.
I'm gonna win.
I can't I can't
Willpower.
wait to see live. I can't wait to see live just two generators with.
It'll be so funny because I'm gonna
Right.
crash out and you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel the crash out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go 0-4 and then I'll just take a shot on screen. I'll just be like,
Right.
okay, here's a shot for every time my generator whiffed, and I'm
And
gonna
you'll be
be very
sloshed
drunk.
by game 2.
Let's
Oh, and that
go.
was the second generator with. What will Nikki do with no attackers while Jake has
Oh,
two Zoroarks established?
I got the pink Whitney. Shh. So, yeah. No, I mean, I haven't been playing Miraidon. I like the idea of it. I do think that
Yeah.
it's snappy. But I mean, we know I've been on Polt a little bit still, so
Mhm.
I don't think Polt's that good of an option, if I'm going to be honest, though. Like, it feels weaker going into the Worlds format. It just does not have a good Guardy matchup. So it just doesn't feel that good to me at this
I think
point.
there's discussion for the Dusknoir variant. I don't think I don't think straight Dragapult is that great, but I do think
No.
that the Dusknoir variant seems fine because like you also get Hilda, so like you have a lot more tutoring for like Neo Upper and like your Dragapults, your Dusknoirs. So I think that Hilda might make it slightly more consistent than it already. I mean, like the decks are
That's
naturally
true.
inconsistent, but the power level is very strong. But I do think like Dragapult's not bad. I just think that like if you're gonna play a variant of Dragapult, it would have to be the Dusknoir variant. I just don't think that the straight Dragapult variant is going to be able to keep up with Gardevoir.
See, and I think the Dragozard build would be a good pivot as
Mm-hmm.
well, just to target Gardevoir, especially if you're worried about Gardevoir. I think,
Oh,
and you want to
absolutely.
play Dragapult. I think Dragozard's good. I like Dragozard, and anyone
Mm-hmm.
who knows me a little bit knows I like it a lot. But even still, it has a consistency issue because of all of the Pokemon that are within that deck. I've played Straight Pult before, and I like it because it's so consistent. When you put in the Zards, it starts losing its own consistency a little bit. That doesn't mean that it's like horrible. Actually, I love the energy acceleration, and I think it's fantastic. And I think the Hilda
Right.
also could help that deck out a lot as well. And I agree.
Yeah.
I do think that the Dust Noir within the Dragapult will help a lot as well. I just don't know if it will actually be enough to keep it on
Yeah.
par with Gardevoir. And even like Dragozard, it can struggle a bit against the Grimmsnarl as well. So,
Mhm.
if everyone's playing counters to Guardy or Guardy, you have to make sure that your Pult can counter against the counters and not just Guardy as well, because that's really, I
Right.
think, what everyone's thought process is going into Worlds at this point is can I pilot Guardy as well as Henry Chow, and can I beat him in the finals with that, or what is my counter to Guardy that I can pilot and beat, and can I beat the other counters too with it? I think those are all big considerations that people are making right now.
Right.
So, which is why Raging Bolt is not great. But um, you know, I I don't know. I like Dragapult a lot, but I just don't think I personally don't think it's gonna win. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think a fast deck coming out of nowhere though, like Miraidon, could. I think if people underprepare and don't prepare for Miraidon, someone with Miraidon is going to pop up and sweep everyone because they're going to be like, oh shit, I don't know what
Yeah.
to do. I forgot eels were a thing. So, and maybe people are considering Miraidon because of that. Maybe there's going to be a lot more Miraidon than we think right now because of the eels coming back. People are considering that as their way to counter Gardevoir.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with
The
Miraidon is
problem is it loses as a Zoroark. So.
it also loses to like to big guys. So like if you are playing Dragozard, it always has struggled against Charizard. So that's part of its problem is it can't hit big dudes. So the Grimmsnarl, it has a lot of food from the Frostlasses, from like little Impidimps, and from monkeys around. But if Dragapult has just like if it's Dragozard is just Zards and Dragapults there, Miraidon's gonna not know what to do against it if it's
Right.
not fast enough. And I mean Dragozard has rare candies, so they're not gonna be screwing around with that one. They're not
Mm-hmm.
going to let you take 222 off of babies and very quickly. So yeah, and Golden Go might also be some sort of contender as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you think
And
that like one of the biggest issues with Goldango was just finding your stage ones, like a bunch of
yeah,
them early? So like Genesect just gives you, Genesect also just allows you to not play Ultra Ball. So like that's just such a big buff because Goldango
so
hates playing
good.
Ultra Ball.
Oh yeah, it's horrible playing Ultra Ball and Goldango. If I
Mhm.
can avoid
Now you
it, I
get
would.
now you can play 4 buddies and 4 Nest Ball and like not have a care
Pretty
in the
much, yeah.
world.
Oh yeah. So I think Goldango is also kind of a sleeper pick a little bit. I'm not
Hmm.
Could be.
sure. I don't know if it's faster than Maridon though. So,
Although after Atlanta, I'm never playing it again. So
oh my god, just hated,
listen, when
hating.
3 people all take
But
the
you
same
like
60 and they
cheese.
all suck,
You're hating the
I
cheese stick and you eat the cheese. What's wrong with you?
all right. Listen, if this episode gets 1,000 likes, I will play Golden Go
Where?
to Pit.
To Pit? You're gonna play Golden Go to Pit.
Yeah.
If this video gets 1,000 likes.
Yes,
Make that a short, brother, because I'm gonna be peddling this. So
that's fine.
Mm, mm.
I get to pick the list.
Yes,
Yep,
let's go.
sure.
Actually, the list would probably be pretty good
I
because
don't think y'all understand the depths I'll go to for content.
you'll can
I respect it.
regional vlog. Jake's Golden Go cheese wheel
Yeah.
run. You also have
Yeah.
to take a bite out of a chunk of a cheese wheel after every round.
That's fine.
He's like, yeah, that's I do
No,
that
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
You have to, after every match, sign the slip, sit there, pull out your bag, just a big wheel of
Yeah.
cheese, and just
While
eat
my
it in front of
opponent's still there.
And you
Yeah.
have to be like, can you take a picture of me?
Just be like,
He'll be
actually,
like,
I'm gonna
"This
take a
guy's
big bite
freak."
and be like, you know this one, bro?
We'll be like, God, what's wrong with this man? Like, they'll just be
God,
like,
that's so.
I
I
don't know.
knew people of all types played Pokemon, but this is a person of a type.
I don't know.
That's
No,
so.
I wouldn't. I
Uh,
wouldn't eat the cheese at the table. I wouldn't want to get them on my wonderful, beautiful sleeves.
yeah, that's too
Oh,
cheesy,
true.
anyways.
I mean, and Jake, are you going to use the new FCBC, the light blue
I
sleeves?
am.
They're so nice. They're so
I have them
beautiful.
already ready. Right now, my deck is still sleeved with the orange, but I do have the
Orange
light
is
blue.
beautiful. The orange is beautiful. I mean, I have the blood reds. And I got the nice pastel blues here. I don't know what their official color name is, and I apologize for that. But they are a new color from SCBC. The best
Mhm.
sleeves on the market. They're beautiful. They're wonderful. They survive all the abuse from Team Boss for Game. So when you are bossing for game, you want that boss to be covered in a beautiful sleeve.
Yeah.
So, Mal, have you used FCBCs yet? No?
No.
No? Okay.
Not
Oh,
yet.
You will
me?
be. Yeah, you.
Oh no,
No,
I've
the
never
the
used
other
FCC.
Mal that's here.
Yo, who else? Yo,
I
the
did not
ghost.
hear. I did not hear my name stated. Okay.
No, it's all good.
No, I have not. I have not used FCB sleeves.
Well, I'm just going to let you know, since you're part of the team, you will be using these. And they're fantastic sleeves. They don't get dirty either.
Okay.
Since I used since I used the Goldango today, I just used the rose golds that I sleeved my Goldango up with like a million years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just switched out some cards. They're beautiful. They weren't dirty. None of them ripped. Smooth like butter. I was like, these sleeves are awesome. I have no complaints ever. These are amazing sleeves. You can also get binders from them. And the binders are also fantastic.
Mhm.
Or so that is what everyone has said. I haven't gotten my hands on one yet, but I hope to
You
soon.
need to. They're really good.
I know. But FCBC Armor, you should buy them. They're fantastic. Definitely the best sleeves on the market. So, anything else?
I think that's it.
That's it. That's all. Only 2 hours of content. That's great. No, I'm just kidding.
Only 2 hours of content.
So, okay. All right. We'll wrap it up then. Mal, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
It's great to have you on. Glad that you got to be on the episode as well. This has been great. I know me and Jake are both excited. I know the rest of the team is excited too. And
Mhm.
of course, to all the viewers, this will not be the last time you see Mal, I hope. Maybe. So unless he turns around later and
Right.
is like, Nikki, that was horrible. I'm never doing that
Yeah.
again.
He might. I mean, he might be insulted over the fat cheese kid.
I
so-
know, like this is just what happens sometimes. Like sometimes the fat church kid who's like obsessed with cheese shows up and you're just
Yeah.
like oh
Yeah.
man, I thought I
He's
was
like,
awake.
Yeah, I didn't know this was part of the deal. So
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna leave the team right now because of
Yeah.
that.
No, you just got here. So you're not allowed to leave, actually. You're stuck here. You don't terminate, we terminate.
Right.
So,
Actually, your
I'm
contract
stuck on
states you're
team
stuck till you're
probation.
like age 90. So
that's crazy work, actually. But I think that's it from me, and I think that's it from the rest of you guys. So thank you everyone for listening and watching. Team Boss for Game. Be on the lookout for our new Twitter when it drops. Be on the lookout for our new logo when we get it. Be on the lookout for team applications and new teammates, hopefully very soon. So, you will find the socials for the three of us linked below. And that's pretty good. Good enough, at least, if you want to keep updated with everything. And also follow the Attach and Pass Twitter. Give us a like and subscribe. And we will see you guys hopefully next week with new topic and also more Worlds predictions. So,
hell yeah.
with that, I have to say adios. Goodbye.
Peace out.
Later.